I'm Brent, and I'm a truck driver in the United States. One of my favorite things about driving a truck is the diversity in landscape all across America. It's amazing to me how fortunate I've been to spend 20 years driving coast to coast in the States. I want to share a few thoughts with you about being transgender. When I was born, my name was Brenda, and my parents thought I was the perfect little girl. Now, as I grew a little older, I beg to differ with them. My older sister remembers a time when she saw the horror in my eyes when she told me, it was probably about 6 or 7 years old, she told me that when we grew up, we were going to have boobies. Well, I was adamant that when I grew up, I was going to be a boy. And no boobies for me, thank you very much. Now, at that age, I didn't know much about being, about gender or anything like that. All I knew was that I was a boy, and my sister was telling me that one of these days, whether I liked it or not, my body was going to betray the person that I knew myself to be. I was raised in a religious family, and so navigating my life, first as lesbian and then as transgender, was it required me to ask some pretty tough questions. Would God be okay with my decision to transition? Would God disown me? Over time, after a lot of soul searching, I realized that God knew me long before I ever knew myself. Many people wonder if maybe God made a mistake in their gender assignment, but I don't see it that way. I lived for 32 years as Brenda, and let me tell you, Brenda had to be a pretty strong person to get me to the point in my life where I could then transition to Brent. I believe God created me to embrace two genders in a unique and wonderful way. I feel anchored in my identity as transgender. I feel grounded and content in the fact that I was able to experience womanhood, and then now I can take those experiences with me into the rest of my life as a man. And I've got to honor Brenda for that. I don't see this as a handicap, but rather as an asset. So, maybe you're wondering right now if you and God are okay. Let me assure you that just as you and I can appreciate the beauty in nature, the diversity of nature, God appreciates the beautiful diversity in our human experience. I just want you to know that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, just as you are, in all of your complexities. So I challenge you to live authentically. I hope that you can embrace the beauty of your past. I hope that you can celebrate the person that you are right now. And I hope that you can then take all of this beauty, everything you've got, into a future of promise and purpose. Just remember that you are a gift, and God is crazy about you. Don't forget that. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll get to meet you a little further on down the road.